Hey, Mama, Lauren Golden here. I'm so stinking glad you have decided to join me for this training. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to start by sharing my screen now. All right, I hope you can see me and I hope you can see my screen. You know, sometimes technology is not always our best friend, but hopefully this is working. All right, again, my name is Lauren Golden. I'm the founder of the Free Mama and the Free Mama Movement, and I'm so thrilled that you are here because it means a few things. Like, I've worked with enough moms now that I know that if you're watching this, you are probably frustrated with some area of your life. You are probably feeling overwhelmed, possibly downright like stressed out. And I want you to know that there is a better way to go through life. I got my Free Mama swag on today. To date, I have helped thousands of women start and run a successful freelancing business from home. So we're going to dive into exactly what that means. If you're new to the world of freelancing, if you're new to the world of the Free Mama, have no fear, you are in the right place. I do talk kind of fast, but it's because we have a lot of stuff to get through, and I'm just super, super excited that you are joining me for this video. So I know what it's like to be a mom. I know you might be multitasking. Maybe you're at work hiding from your boss with like your little earpods in. Maybe you're at home and you have a 2-year-old tugging on you for a snack. Totally get it. I've been in both scenarios, but do your best to follow along with me here, because I promise you, if you listen to what I tell you, you can change your life, and not in that much time. Like, there is no get rich quick whatever, but like, I'm telling you, you can change your life in a short amount of time, and it can be everything you want it to be. So I'm super excited to teach you today the Free Mama method to making money from home. Now, if you're new to me, you may not know what the Free Mom is all about, and that's totally cool. But basically, I have a goal. My goal is to revolutionize the current belief system that moms have to make a choice. That moms have to make a choice to either be successful at work. We have this lean in movement, right? Where we have women climbing the corporate ladder, which is a beautiful thing. I think we need more women in leadership positions, on nonprofits, on boards, and corporations. Like, it's beautiful, but it wasn't for me. And then we have on the other side, we have people who feel like they can be awesome moms, right? Like, they're all Pinteresty, they make everything from scratch, like they make their own clothes and food and bake and like all this stuff. And I wasn't very good at that either. Like, not that there's anything wrong with either of these things, but I feel like our society is telling us that we have to be one or the other. And I call BS. When I became a mom, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that, I hold up my BS card and I'm like, nope, there is a way for me to be successful and make money and provide for my family, and there is a way for me to show up as the mom that I want to be. But it wasn't always an easy journey. And I'm going to tell you about that here in just a second. But the best part is you can do everything I'm about to show you on your own terms. Because in this training, I'm going to show you what it means to be a free mama. And here's the deal. It's not exactly the same thing for everybody. Your goal might be to be a stay-at-home mom. Maybe that's what you want to be, but it's not a financial possibility for you right now. I totally get that. That wasn't necessarily my goal, to stay home full time with my kids. My kids go to part-time preschool. Now my oldest two are in Real Deal school. But I wanted to be the mom I wanted to be. I wanted to be able to show up when I wanted to show up. I wanted to be able to go to the park when I wanted to go to the park, go to the zoo when I wanted to go to the zoo with my kids. And that's the kind of life that I was able to create for me and my family. I'm also going to prove that you can take control of your schedule while still making money and creating a life you love. I don't know about you guys, super type A control freak here. I didn't like a boss telling me where I had to be and what time I had to be there and when I had to do what I needed to do. If I finished my work at noon and did a darn good job, why couldn't I leave? Why did I have to be a seat warmer until 5 o'clock? It just didn't make sense to me. I couldn't stand it. And so I wanted to be in control of my schedule. I wanted to work really hard and do a good job and make good money, but I wanted to do it on my own terms. I wasn't finding that in a 9 to 5 personally. And I also want you to know that in this training, I'm going to value your time. It's part of why I practice talking really fast, so that I can get through all this material and make sure that you guys can get back to doing the things that you want to be doing right now, which might be trying to get out of your 9 to 5 job, or paying attention to your 2-year-old who needs a snack. You can go get your 2-year-old a snack, by the way. So here's the deal. Today I'm giving you a look inside my life as a free mama, but it's not just me. We have thousands of free mamas, and I can't wait to welcome you into our community, because unlike most of the mompreneurs and boss moms that you're seeing online, I'm well aware this is probably not your first webinar. Here's the difference. I've actually taught thousands of moms how to pay the bills. Pay the bills while working less, following exactly what I'm about to teach you during today's training. So are you guys excited? Say yes if you're excited. Put your hands up. Get excited. Get the toddler a snack. Make sure your earbuds are in really, really tight so your boss doesn't hear you getting excited in your cubicle. It's totally cool. But here's the deal. Do you like free stuff? Just for watching this webinar today, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you a copy of my productivity planner. Now, I teach something called the Daily Five. It is how I am able to do way more than the average human being in way less time. And here's the deal, because I'm more efficient with my time, it means I'm able to spend more time at the park with my family. It means I'm able to watch Netflix at night if I want to instead of feeling stressed out. It means that I'm able to do whatever I want to do. I'm more efficient with my work, meaning I make more money now working half the time that I did at my 9 to 5 than I did when I was there, and I'm doing it in fewer hours. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to give you a copy of my productivity planner. It's going to teach you all about the Daily Five. Here's some love from women who are using it in their lives, but I promise you it's amazing. And just for tuning in today, I'm going to email you a copy of that as soon as the presentation is done. Again, my name is Lauren. That's what I look like when I actually do my hair and makeup. This is what I look like normally. It's all right. We did okay. We showered last night. But again, I'm Lauren Golden. I'm the founder of The Free Mom, and I freaking love what I do. I love what I do, and I love you. I really do. And even though I look okay today because I kind of showered, most days I look like this. That's my youngest. That's Audrey. And that's what it looks like when I try to do laundry. Audrey sitting on me upside down, laundry in the laundry basket, me, glasses. Yes, those are leopard jammy bottoms. Don't mind my wardrobe. Anyway, I'm a mom just like you is what I'm trying to say. And here's the deal. This was my family not that long ago, just a few short years ago. Told you a lot can change in a short amount of time. We had 9 to 5 burnout, or I did. I'll tell you, my husband had already left his 9 to 5 burnout. But I felt like every day I was doing what I had to do. And here's the deal. We have to do what we have to do. I have mouths to feed. I have a mortgage to pay. Like, it's not that anything was wrong with being responsible as an adult, but I was unhappy. And I knew I wanted to be with my kids more, but we relied on my income and benefits. And here's why. My husband had quit his job to follow his dreams, pursue his passions. We had taken out an SBA loan, that's a Small Business Association loan, of over $100,000, 6 figures. So we were in debt to buy out this business. And not only did we take out this loan and my husband traded in his cushy job, he wasn't even paying himself yet because all the money went to paying off the loan, and he worked all the time. Like, he was out at the shop Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, sometimes 12-hour days. He was never home for bedtime, rarely home for dinner, if ever. And so I felt kind of like a single parent during these years. And I was desperate to feel less stressed out. I knew that life didn't have to look that way. And I knew that I could be a better mom if I was able to control my schedule. So all I wanted during this time was to work for myself, because I knew that the 9 to 5 was preventing me from showing up as the mom that I wanted to be, but I had no clue what it would look like. I tried and failed at more than a few things, stumbling through until I found what I'm going to show you today. Failed at network marketing, failed at secret shopping things. I'm pretty sure it was a scam. Tried the surveys. Turns out I don't like making 5 cents for investing like hours of time, answering really stupid questions. Didn't like any of these things. Failed at all of them. But here's the deal. I found freelancing and it changed my life. But during this time, so I'm starting to make a little bit of money on the side with my side gig that's hopefully going to be my full-time gig. We found out I was pregnant again. Now, this little love nugget was not entirely planned, although clearly not very prevented. But it made me have to like kind of come up with a new plan. So all of a sudden, I'm like starting to make money in my side gig, and I'm like starting to dream about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, this actually works. Like, this is a real deal thing, and it's legit, and all these things. But now I'm about to have a baby, and in my mind, I started to come up with my exit strategy. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of a wuss. Like, quitting a job is kind of scary to me because it's kind of confrontational. So I'm like, here's the deal. I'm just going to go on maternity leave. And by then, like, I've got like 8-9 months to really make this thing work. And then I'm just not going to go back. And it's going to be amazing. Except that plan did not happen, because at 12 weeks, we went into a doctor's appointment. I don't know about you, but this would have been our 3rd child. So at this point, my husband did not regularly go to the OBGYN with me. But for some reason, God, universe, whatever you believe in, my husband was there with me that day. I still cannot believe he was there with me that day. But we found out at 12 weeks that there was no heartbeat anymore, and that we had lost the baby. And I just know statistically that there's a really good chance that if you're watching this, that you've maybe experienced something like this before, or you know someone who has. And I've told this story so many times. But it was one of the lowest points in my life. It was the most alone I'd ever felt, even though my husband was right by my side. I already told you I'm a control freak, and this was not a part of the plan. This was not anything I could control. There was nothing I could do about it. And it left me feeling so helpless. And just, I mean, I literally remember that day. I remember where I was when my husband drove me home. We left my car at the hospital. One of my coworkers brought my stuff home for me. And I just felt sorry for myself. And I wanted everybody to feel sorry for me. But in that moment of loss, something happened. I heard a voice. You can think I'm crazy, but I did. I heard this voice that said, "What's next? What's next, Miss Planner, Miss Control Freak? You're so unhappy. What's next? Like, you can't do anything about this. You can't fix this. What's next for you?" And I want to tell you that the reason I've told this story so many times is because in that moment, hearing those voices, I decided enough was enough. It was time for me to quit planning and to start taking action in the areas of my life that I could control. I was miserable at my job and I wasn't doing anything about it. And so I walked in 1 week later, 6 days after my DNC procedure, 1 week to the day after finding out that I had lost my baby. And I walked in and I quit my job. I did something about it. And in less than a year, I was able to replace my entire 9 to 5 salary plus the benefits that my family relied on. And I was able to do it while working from home and working no more than 4 hours a day. You all, this is true. This is a real story. This was my life. But I got to be honest with you. Over that first year, I didn't know where the heck I was going to find freelancing clients. And it felt like I was convincing people to do business with me. And that did not feel good. It was hard. My family moved across country. It's a long story, but basically my husband got recruited for a job while we owned the business. And during that time, like literally the weekend that my husband and I flew to Houston to look for a house before we moved our family, I found out that I was pregnant again with our rainbow baby, Audrey, who you saw earlier. And I had to start my business entirely over again during that time. And during this time, I was struggling. I was still just, everything felt hard. You know, when life just feels hard, that's a picture of me in bed with my oldest daughter. And that was when my husband was still working all the time. And I was trying to figure this thing out. And I had quit my job and it was stressful, you know, but I was trying to make it work. But then something clicked. And within that same year, I was raising my rates because the great thing about freelancing is that you can give yourself a raise anytime you want. Who wants to give yourself a raise anytime you want? Hello. It got to the point where I was turning clients away, which meant that I was completely in control. I was able to run my business and my family while I was on bed rest with Audrey for 2 months. I went into preterm labor. I just sit on the couch. It was horrible. I made it through Christmas. And I was finally at a point where I loved what I do. And I still love what I do because now not only am I able to serve clients, but I am able to teach other moms how to live the life that I was able to create for myself. And it feels so freaking good that I can never go back. I will never go back to working for someone else. And I want you to know what is possible. I have literally committed my life to getting as loud on the internet as possible so that you know that you don't have to choose between family and financial stability. But here's what I really need you to understand. I have not done anything that you can't do. And I know this because I've already worked with so many women teaching you how to do it. But I know how you feel if you're watching this. I know how you feel. You feel rushed to get out the door every day. You feel alone and you don't have a support system. Maybe you feel guilty about having your kids in childcare. I know how that feels. Maybe you're lacking confidence because what if you fail? I failed at like a million things it feels like before I started freelancing and before I started freelancing successfully, the most painful of which was network marketing. And I'm going to tell that story here in a minute. I felt like tired. And by tired, like us moms know that our version of tired is not like, oh, I need a nap. It's like exhausted. Like you're just in this state of exhaustion. And I don't want you to feel that way anymore. And most importantly, and this is what really ate at my life because it started to cause conflict between me and my husband in our marriage, is that we just felt anxious. We felt anxious about money. We felt anxious about, like, as in not having enough. We felt anxious about how we were going to pay bills. I was starting to resent my spouse because he's off living his dream. And all of a sudden the pressure of our family and our finances is on me. And it was too much. And I was trying to juggle everything, being a good mom, being a good employee, then being a good business owner. Like it was so much. So I know how you feel right now. And for me, my miscarriage was my low of lows. It's when I knew I couldn't do it anymore. I could not live life the way that I was living. And so I made a choice to change. And that requires action. And I'm going to ask you later to make that same choice for your life if that's really what you want. But here's what I know. I know that once I quote unquote cracked the code, meaning once I learned how to be good at freelancing and successful at it, I knew I had to share it with other people. Because when I think about what my life used to look like and the fact that if I didn't make a change, it would still look like that, like it makes me sick to my stomach. And knowing that there are people out there feeling that way right now, like it doesn't have to be that way. Your life can be different and you are in complete control of making it happen. So I've got a question for you right now. Do you want to know how to make money with your family? Not with your family, for your family. Do you want to know how to make money for your family while spending more time with your kids? Say yes. Yes, I know that I do. It's it's a craft I'm still constantly perfecting because I'm obsessed with my family and I'm obsessed with time because it's the one thing we can't get more of, right? Here's the deal. Most people think that finding ways to make money from home is too hard, takes too long, or can only be done by joining a network marketing company, an MLM, multi-level marketing, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, especially moms, because they're preying on moms for spending 8 years blogging and doing all these things. And here's the deal. It's just not true. None of this stuff is true. So we're going to dive into the free mama method, but I want to get real. I already told you, this is not a network marketing opportunity. I'm not asking you to join my team, pay me commission, anything like that. I am really against that business model. I don't like it. I think it takes advantage of people, and that's not what this is. This is education to equip you to go start your own freelancing business. That's what I'm showing you here today. It's not a get rich quick scheme. The only way I'm aware of to get rich quick is to inherit a fortune or win the lottery. This is neither of those things, meaning you are going to have to take action and you're going to have to work. But with that being said, I want to remind you that a lot can happen in a little bit of time. A lot can happen in a little bit of time. I've helped people quit their jobs in a matter of weeks, months. Sometimes it takes people a year, but think about it. What if your life could look completely different a year from now? Wouldn't you want that? Let's dive in. So I'm excited to show you about the exact method that I've used. I put myself through it. I've walked thousands of others of women through it too. But again, you have to do the work. I can't do this for you. So who's ready to get started? We're going to dive in. We're going to discover 3 secrets today. Number 1, how to make money from home without joining an MLM or selling to friends and family. Say amen. Secret number 2, how to quickly leverage your current skills to get paid, even if you don't know anything about business. I've never stepped foot in a business school in my entire life. I've never taken a professional marketing class in my life. You can find pretty much anything you want to know on the internet these days. It's fantastic. I have no business background, and yet I have an incredibly successful business. I've created not 1, but 2. Secret number 3, how to profit in just a few hours a day so you can spend the rest of it doing what you love. This is important. Pay attention. Take notes if you'd like. We're going to dive into secret number 1, how to make money at home without joining an MLM or selling to friends and family because it doesn't feel good. So here's the deal. If you are a network marketer and you are making money, like good money, like $5,000 a month or more, you can jump off now. It's clearly a model that is serving you and your family, so go nuts. But here's the deal. I'm going to tell the truth to everybody else. So if you've ever considered being your own boss, running an online business, working from home, but you didn't know where to start, say me. That was me. That was me a few years ago. Have you already tried making money from home and failed? That was also me. A big yes, like, yes, I've done it. Lady, please tell me something new. Don't worry. That's what we're going to dive into. So before I get into what freelancing is and how it changed my life, I want to relate to some of my moms who might be desperate right now. I was desperate a few years ago. My friend took me to, well, more than a few years ago now, but my friend took me to my first network marketing event, and I was hooked on the idea of a business in a box. I didn't know anything about business. I'm like, cool. They literally like send you this box, like a physical box, and you go make all this money. That's what I was basically told. And there's like the dream car and the incentives and the vacations, and you're working from home, except what they don't tell you about network marketing is you're not really working from home. You're working from other people's homes because you're going to go do parties and do all these things. And so I was actually gone on more nights and weekends, making me feel more guilty as a mom. And here's the scary part about my experience in network marketing. In 6 months, I was able to make several $1,000s gross. That means like total before expenses, I made several $1,000s doing part-time, which is not horrible, although it certainly wasn't going to like provide for my family. But during this time, because of all of the expenses, gas, having to buy all of the product wholesale, they told me I needed a website. They told me I needed merchant card services. I was talked into doing all of these things to be successful. So at the end of 6 months, even though I had made thousands of dollars, my take-home profit net was $200. I was pissed. I was so mad. I'm like, I just spent all this time and money for 200 bucks. Like, if I divided that by how many months it took me to do, that's nothing. Like, that doesn't, I was furious. I was so frustrated. And there's a reason why network marketing is so popular, you guys. And you probably, again, statistically tried it yourself. There's a reason why everybody and their mom is contacting you on Facebook through Messenger, asking what kind of skincare you use and if you're happy with it. And it's so frustrating. But it's because they're telling you you're going to sell a product and make all this money. But to be truly successful in network marketing, I found out that you have to go sell the dream to people, not the product. To be successful in network marketing, by definition, multi-level marketing, you have to climb the levels, meaning you have to recruit people so that you earn a commission off of what they do. And that didn't feel good to me. But it's not just network marketers who aren't telling you guys the whole truth. Bloggers, affiliate marketers, influencers, all of these people are doing the same thing. And there's a problem with all of these opportunities. And quite frankly, if you take one thing from this, this is actually the thing that gets me the most fired up. Freelancing is amazing. It can change your life. I hope you do it. I really do. I got a lot more to say on that here in a second. But this stuff makes me mad. It really makes me mad because they're taking advantage of people when they're feeling desperate and they need to change their life. And here's what they're not telling you. They're not telling you how long it's going to take to be successful. They're not telling you how many people you're going to need to reach to be successful. And they're not telling you how likely you are to fail. Here's the deal. I was at a vulnerable point in my life when I got signed up for network marketing. Well, I shouldn't even say when I got signed up. I signed up. I'm a grown-up. I made the decision. I made a poor decision. But it's because I wanted to be there for my friends and family. At the exact month that I signed up for a network marketing company, I had to say no to one of my best friends' bachelorette parties because I didn't have enough money to go and I didn't have enough time off to take off time from my 9-to-5 job. And I felt horrible. I just couldn't even be the friend that I wanted to be, let alone have some like lavish vacation and do all these other desirable things. Like, I felt like a crappy friend and it sucked. And here's the truth. 5,500 people are going to sign up for a network marketing company every single day. Every single day, 5,500 people. And 99.71% of participants lose money. That means 16 people out of 5,500 are not going to lose money. If you're doing the math from earlier, that means I was actually one of the lucky ones with my $200. It's insane. 81% of bloggers are never going to make over $100 from blogging in their entire career. Affiliate marketing takes so much time and offers no control. If you're not familiar with affiliate marketing, it basically means that you go sell someone else's products or services and you earn commission on it. The problem is you don't get to set the pricing. You don't have any control over the products or services. So meaning they could go away at any time or the company could disappear. And quite frankly, I've seen a lot of successful people in network marketing lose their entire business when the mothership goes away as well. So you have no control because you're not truly a business owner. Remote flexible jobs exist. So if that's something you're looking for, that's amazing. But I want to be clear, freelancing is not a remote flexible job. A remote flexible job is still employment, meaning you still work for the other person. You have a boss. So it's great. I'm so glad we're getting more choices for women, especially mothers. But it does not actually give you the same freedom that freelancing does, which we're going to start talking about now. And don't even get me started on scams. I've fallen for too many. So you might be thinking, okay, great. You've just told me all the things that I can't do or that aren't a good idea and all this stuff. But here's the deal. There is a way for you to make money where you don't have to create your own product. You don't have to invent something new. You don't have to blog for years and you don't have to take on credit card debt just to launch. And there is a better way for you to make money from home. And I'm so freaking passionate about it. And I'm glad we're finally getting to the point of today's webinar, which is that you can do freelancing with just a computer and Wi-Fi access. That's all you need. You'll have the luxury of being your own boss and working on your own time from anywhere in the world. So freelancing. You guys, if you are new to the world of freelancing, if you're not familiar with this concept, and I'm going to dive into it so much more detail in just a second. If you're not familiar with freelancing though, it's kind of like a job, except you're not an employee. So you're actually a small business owner, and you are going to work with entrepreneurs and small businesses, or possibly even corporations who are literally starved for your help. They need your help. And I'm going to talk more about this in detail. But basically they need to outsource something. So they hire you as an independent contractor. So you are a small business owner and they're going to hire you on to do certain services that they need help with. So what kind of things can you do as a freelancer? These are just a handful. You guys, I have a checklist of over 70 skills, and I'll tell you guys how you can access that later. But administrative tasks, social media, content writing, copy editing, proofreading, accounting, digital marketing, advertising, organizational tasks, virtual assistant, customer service, graphic design, bookkeeping, consulting, SEO. You guys, you might not know how to do any of these, but I promise you, you know how to do some of these. If you know how to keep your children alive, you know how to be a virtual assistant. You're scheduling appointments to take them to the doctor. You're keeping things organized. You probably know how to check an email if you were able to sign into this actual webinar. So I have wrapped all of these things up into what I call being a virtual administrative consultant, and that's exactly what I have taught thousands of women to do. And the cool thing is, like I said, this isn't just working for me. There are 55 million freelancers in the United States. I did not invent this business model, by the way. Like, that would have been really cool, but I didn't. I just learned how to do it really well as a mom. 35% of the population is already freelancing, you guys. Like, and the statistics are only going to be growing, like, because of the internet and because of people's desire to have flexible lifestyles. So you might as well get on the bandwagon early, because 54% of them are earning more than they used to within a year of leaving their full-time job. Do you hear this? This means that I'm actually not special. You can do this because the majority of people are doing this, unlike network marketing, where 99.71% of people are failing. 4 out of 5 freelancers think it's better than traditional employment, because even though most people say the grass is always greener, freelancers actually love what they do. So I want to introduce you to Jordan. Jordan is a free mama. She used to work long hours at a hospital doing something I don't even know entirely what a life safety coordinator is, but it sounds pretty cool. But now she freelances full-time as a virtual administrative consultant ever since finding the Free Mama. And here's what Jordan had to say. I knew freelancing existed before the Free Mama, but I had no idea it was so popular. The thought of working from home and making good money seemed like a dream. I pictured freelancers as IT gurus or people with master's degrees. A lot of moms are shocked to find out that I do not have a degree, and I use my life skills, my healthcare background, and my resources to push myself into making this dream a reality. Do you hear that? She pushed herself. That means she took action. I have location freedom, schedule freedom, and I've been able to learn more about myself. You guys, Jordan is an absolutely amazing human. She actually was able to relocate with her husband, who took a new job this summer, without missing a beat in her business, because she can go anywhere she wants and still be successful and make money and take care of her 2 small boys. These are some other free mamas. I wish I had time to tell every single one of these stories. I've gotten to meet so many of these women you see here in real life, because something we love to do in the Free Mama is have meetups and actually get to know each other outside of the computer. It is amazing. I love these women. I'm so proud of them. So I want you to remember, millions of people are already doing this online. People who have left their 9 to 5, they love their income, they love their life. So if you're sitting there going like, I can't do this, or like, I'm not sure this is for me. I want you to flip it around. Like, why not you? Why not you? Everybody else is already doing it. Like, you should be doing this. And so ask yourself, how can I do this? Not, I can't do, like, how can I do this? How can I do this, Lauren? Yes, look, these are pictures from all of our amazing meetups. You guys, I freaking love you guys. I love the Free Mamas. So my question to you watching this is, would you rather invest in network marketing, where you're 99.71% likely to come out upside down, or become a blogger or affiliate marketer where the odds are stacked against you? And please don't even tell me you're going to go do those surveys or those clickbaits or secret chat. Like, don't. Like, you're going to make me so sad for you. I can't stand it. Don't do those. They're scams. They're not serving you. Or would you rather make money at home as a virtual administrative consultant for yourself? I think it's pretty obvious. Yep, it's simple, as Mila says. Starting a freelancing business is the Free Mama way to go, because you don't need to hope and pray on the work of others. You don't need to build a team. You don't need to have annoying recruiting efforts. You are statistically more likely to reach your goals of success, and it doesn't take weeks, months, or even years to become profitable. You could literally get started today. You can go right now to your Facebook page, not right now, do it after this. And you could literally say, like, make an announcement that you're a virtual assistant. Like, tell your friends and family, tell the barista at the coffee shop later today. Like, you get to wear that hat as soon as you decide. It's amazing. So moving on, secret number 2, how to quickly leverage your current skills to get paid, even if you don't know anything about business. All right, we've already established I knew nothing about business when I started. So we've already talked about the best way to make money from home. This whole thing is about freelancing as a virtual administrative consultant or a virtual assistant. So now we're going to dive into how to do it so that you are actually making money. Because remember, I told you there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. So how great would it feel to have people want to pay you? Like, say yes if you want that. I want that. That's exactly what I want. Yes, right? How about if they come to you instead of you have to go to them? Hello, yes, please. So here's the deal. Many people go about this all wrong, myself included, when I first started. And we think if I build it, they will come, right? Have you guys seen that movie, If I Build It, They Will? Actually, I think it's if I build it, he will come. But anyway, you get my point. You've heard the quote from the baseball movie. So if I build it, they will come. So people think, oh, I'm going to be a virtual assistant now, or I'm going to go build a website, or even I'm going to go start a blog. For this is why so many bloggers fail. They think, well, I'm creating it, so clearly people are just going to land on it. But that's not the way that it happens. People put the focus on themselves, right? I'm doing this, me. But here's the deal. We all want to talk about ourselves. So if you want to get someone else's attention, don't talk about yourself. Go ask them about themselves. Go be helpful to them. Come from a place of service is what I always teach. Another way that I failed at this early on is that I jumped at every opportunity. I didn't value myself. I didn't value my time. I didn't value like what I was worth. So I was undercharging for myself, meaning I was working way harder than I had to be, and I was making way less money than I had the potential to be making. I was making it hard. I was making freelancing really hard because I was desperate, quite frankly, and I just didn't know any better. I had to learn through trial and error. But because I was working way harder than I had to, I was gonna get burnt out if I didn't change my ways. So it's actually really simple. Business, what I've learned about business over the last few years, or more than I get the last 5 years, is that it's actually really simple. It doesn't mean it's easy, right? But it's really simple. We overcomplicate things so much. Here's what you need to know about being a successful freelancer and leveraging your skills. To launch a freelancing business, you don't actually have to build anything from scratch, because people aren't going to find it unless you're pointing them to it anyway, right? Seriously, I made money from home 4 years without building a website, except for like I got paid to build them for other people, but I actually didn't build one for myself at all. I knew how, but I knew that I would have to send traffic to it, and I didn't want to do that. Traffic means like you're literally sending people to your website so that they know you exist. Because remember, if you build it, they won't come. That's not a thing. Okay, so you could build a website, you could start a Facebook page, you could go write a ton of blog posts, you can list out a bunch of services, you can like spam all these people talking about yourself, but you're always going to feel like you're creating marketing. And what I want you to remember as a freelancer is that these activities that you're doing in your business, they don't actually pay you. You only get paid when you go do those things for other people, right? So you could build out portfolios on freelancing websites like Upwork. I'm not a big fan, full disclosure. I'm not a big fan of sites like Upwork or even job postings on LinkedIn, because you end up spending all this time putting bids on projects, and you're always going to feel like you're pitching, and you're always going to feel like you're competing. Can you find success on them? Yes. Can you get taken advantage of on them as well? Yes. So I'm not a big fan of doing that. I prefer networking. And you'll waste a lot of time, and you're going to make less money because the competition is going to drive the prices down. There's a better way. Listen up. There's a better way. You're going to let all the corporations, small business owners, and entrepreneurs do all the building. Let them go out and build these big things. As they do, something's going to come up and they're going to need help. This is a fact. This is not negotiable. Like, there is going to be a time where these small business owners, corporations, and entrepreneurs need help with something. Maybe their work grows to the point that they can't do it themselves anymore. This is especially true for solopreneurs, people in business by themselves. Or perhaps something comes up and they don't know how to navigate it. Like, they don't know how to do it, right? Maybe it's something a little more complicated, like building a website or doing SEO. Or maybe they just don't want to waste the time on it. Like, they're too busy doing the thing that brings in revenue in their business that makes them money. They don't want to waste time answering emails and scheduling appointments. They want to outsource to a virtual assistant who's going to help them with those tasks. And when that day comes, hear me, they will be anxious to hire you. Write this down. Freelancing is 100% about solving a problem. If you build it, they won't come. It's not about you. It's about solving someone else's problem. That's what freelancing is about. I want you guys to meet Jenna. I love Jenna. You guys, Jenna paid me each and every week. That's right. She sent her an invoice and she paid me every single Monday for years to help manage her clients, to manage her team, and to help her with some social media and website stuff. For years, every Monday. It was so beautiful. I loved it. And I'm going to tell you how I did that here in just a second too. So you're probably thinking, that's amazing, Lauren. That's so cool. Like, I want a client like Jenna, who's super fun to hang out with, who takes you on trips. Yep, she took me on trips, and I got to work with her, and I got to do everything from home, and she paid me really good money, and I got to do stuff that was really fun. But how do I find these people? Remember, you guys, opportunities everywhere. We are so freaking lucky as mothers to live in this century where we have internet. Like, there's more opportunity than ever before. People constantly come to me, oh, I keep hearing about this virtual assistant thing. Isn't it oversaturated now? No, it's not oversaturated. The demand is increasing. There are more online business owners than ever before. There's more e-commerce sites than ever before. There's more people who like need people to work remotely than ever before. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So there are tons of people waiting to work with you in every field. You guys, these screenshots are old, I'll be honest with you, but they're like, it doesn't matter. I need to find a copywriter, job opportunity, project-based graphic designer, looking for a VA. I need a bookkeeper, financial planner, looking for a VA, looking for a social media manager, looking for a VA who specializes in Pinterest. How cool is that? Here's what I want to point out about this, you guys. This was all just from one Facebook group. Yeah, the screenshots are old, but this is from what it takes 2 seconds to go search for this stuff. Here's the deal. Remember that you're solving a problem. Remember, it's not about you. There's opportunity everywhere. Go to a networking event, go to a Facebook group, go make sure people in your own world know what you're doing. There's literally tons of people waiting to work for you. So the problem solving approach is the Free Mama way to go. It's not about you. Don't pitch and compete to get clients. Avoid Upwork. You're going to waste your time. Don't waste time building a bunch of stuff. These activities don't get you paid. Now, they are really great practice if it's something that you want to go do for other people, but don't waste all of your time building and confuse yourself with being productive in your business. You're only being productive in a business if you're actually making money. That's what makes it a business, right? So you'll never have to work with clients who love you. You will be able to work with clients who love and pay you over and over again, exactly like Jenna did. You guys, I'm telling you, this stuff is not that complicated. Remember, it's simple. Doesn't mean it's easy. We still have to work hard. We have to go network, right? But it's simple. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Secret number 3. This is the golden goose, you guys. How to profit in just a few hours a day so you can spend the rest of it doing what you love. How many of you would like to work less but make more money than you're currently making right now? Hello. You guys, when I figured this stuff out, I was like, game over. Life completely changed. So I'm going to assume that you don't want to work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. I did not. I wanted to be there for my kids. And I was just tired of sitting there when I was already done with my work. Plus the commute time. I don't know about you guys, but I was commuting hours a day by the time I left my job. And so I'm guessing that this is what you want to get away from. Or maybe you're trying to avoid it, right? Now, when I first told my husband that I wanted to quit my job, he was working 10 to 12 hours a day. We were waking up at 5:45 a.m. We were spending about 3 to 4 hours in the car a day shuffling kids. At one point, my kids were actually at 2 different childcare. Like one was in preschool, one was in in-home daycare. And then my job, I actually had to go between 2 different locations. So I literally was in my car about 4 hours a day. It was horrible. I remember I would wear sunglasses even in the winter. Like in the winter, it's actually dark on the drive home because it gets dark at like 5. I would still wear my sunglasses because I would be like crying under my sunglasses. And I didn't want my kids to see me crying. That's how unhappy I was. We had no family dinners. I would come home and it was just like laundry, bath, bed, do it all over again. I was miserable. And on top of this, because I'm completely insane, I was actually volunteering at a local nonprofit. I was serving on a board, and I was the president of a local women's professional organization as I was trying to get my freelancing business off the ground. And yet I was complaining that I didn't have enough time with my kids. So you can see there were some themes here. Like some of this was self-inflicted. And I'm guessing that could be true with you, right? Like every time, what's the saying? Like if you say, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So I was saying yes to all this volunteer work, which felt good, except it meant I was saying no to my kids. And I wasn't realizing that there's a season for everything. And that was not a season of my life where I should have been giving so generously of myself to other people when I wasn't even being able to give my family the way I wanted. So I launched my freelancing business as a side gig while doing all this other stuff, using skills that I had that contributed thousands of dollars a month to my family and positioned me to leave my job. By the time I had my miscarriage, I was bringing in anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 every single month, primarily offering social media to my clients. Now, would you like to know how to make more money while working less? Say yes, this is what we're here for, right? It's actually really simple. I told you guys, business is simple. We make it hard. Don't make it hard. It's math. So here's what I want you to take away from this. How you get paid matters. If you want to profit in just a few hours a day, how you get paid matters, okay? A lot of virtual assistant like coaches out there are going to teach you to have an hourly rate and create a package that's a package of hours. You've got to get away from that. It's a great place to start, especially if this is stuff you haven't done before. Hourly pricing is not a horrible place to start, but if you want to work a few hours a day, fixed rates are better than hourly pricing. Let me tell you why. So when it comes to deciding how you should price yourself, charging by the hour is going to limit your earning potential. Okay, this is important. You should raise your hourly rates. You could raise your hourly rates to earn more, but you're still going to have the same number of hours to work with. So let's say you only want to work 8 hours a day. You don't want to be working 12 hours a day every night when the kids go to sleep and all this stuff. Like you want to be working maybe 5 to 6 hours a day. That's the control you want. So you can raise your rates and you're going to make a little bit more, but you're still going to have a cap, right? Your earning potential is still going to have a cap. When you work on a fixed rate, you're only limited by how long it takes you to get the work done. I'm going to give you an example. So what we're talking about, by the way, is pricing yourself based on value you provide and not based on the hours you work. Here's your example. So let's say it's $50 an hour to write a blog post that a client assumes takes you 3 hours. That means that client has determined that a blog post, because it takes 3 hours, a blog post is worth $150 based on that math, right? 3 times 50 is 150. But you're a copywriter. You're actually a really, really great writer. So you can kick out an amazing blog post in 1 hour. So what that means is in those same 3 hours, based on a fixed rate of $150 to write a blog post, you could be earning $450 working those same 3 hours than based on an hourly price. Does that make sense? So here's an example of my fixed rate prices when I started as a social media manager. I would, depending on what platforms I was managing and what exactly I was doing for social media, most of the time it was somewhere around $2,000. Now here's the deal. For $2,000 for 1 month of social media management, all I needed was 3 clients. 3. There's billions of people in this world. I needed 3 people to give me $2,000 to make $6,000 a month or $72,000 a year. And that's what I was able to do, by the way. It's about value. It's not about how much time I spent on it, because here's the deal. I took some of that $6,000 I was making a month and I invested in software. What did that software do? It helped me automate everything. So I would batch, meaning I would schedule everything all at in the same amount of time. I would batch all of my work for each of my clients, spend a few hours on it, and it would be batched out for the rest of the month, and it would just automatically go out on social media. And then all I had to do was manage some of the tracking, communication with my clients, maybe some comments here and there. But for the most part, the bulk of the work was already done. And I'd already been paid for it because it was based on the value I was providing to the client, not the number of hours that I was clocking. So it's about value, but it's really just math. So because of the quality of your work is not tied to time, you will be able to have complete control over your schedule, right? I could schedule that stuff whenever I wanted. I could do it at 1 a.m. if I wanted to schedule it through the software at that time, and it would go out when I needed it to. So I had control over my schedule and my income. It was absolutely beautiful. I will still never forget the first time I was able to take my oldest 2 children to a children's museum on like a Wednesday at 9 o'clock, something I had never been able to do as a mother ever. It was quite literally life-changing. So how would you feel if you had an extra hour every day? How about an extra 4? That's literally what I did. I gave myself 4 hours of my life back on a daily basis when I left my job to start freelancing. Yep. LC knows what's up. It was super exciting. So focus on value. Focusing on value is the free mama way to go. You're not going to have to trade your dollars for time again. You're going to have complete control over your schedule. You'll be able to do more of what you love every single day. So you guys, that's the free mama method. Now I've shown you the best way to make money from home, freelancing as a small business owner. I'm telling you, that's what's up. How to leverage your skills to get paid, and that it doesn't have to take that long for you to do. And this is what it's like, you guys. I'm free to do whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm still a hard worker. I'm not going to pretend like I don't work. I'm a really hard worker, and I'm good at what I do. And I invest in my skills so that I get better at them, because the better I am, the more money I can charge for it. So I'm able to work my schedule around what my kids and I want to do, what we need to do. School, I walk or bike my kids to school every single day. It is the best part of my day. We stay at the park for like 2 hours after school every day. It's amazing. And I'm able to pay the bills, and I'm not stressed about it anymore. And I'm not resentful towards my husband anymore. This is actually one of my former clients, Violet. She's absolutely amazing. And this is a part of the women's organization that I was telling you I was the president of back in Kansas City before we moved to Katy. And she took me on a trip. You guys, and not only did I make good money, but I got to work with really amazing people who valued what I did. I never felt valued at my 9 to 5. Now I get to work with people who appreciate me, and they want to celebrate me because they know that I am supporting them and their business. And it's just really beautiful to solve other people's problems like that. So I got to the point in my business where I was able to tell prospects no. I got to my sweet spot. It feels really empowering to be making what you want and what you need, doing what you want and what you need. And not feeling like you're relying on other people. So I have another question for you. If you followed what I showed you today, do you think you could make money freelancing from home? I do. I know you could. Statistically, you are more likely to succeed. Now, I'd love to spend a few minutes showing you my exact process that I followed that helped me to earn $75,000 a year in just a few hours a day, sometimes quite literally with a baby on my lap. I used to nurse while I was like on the computer. I got very good at one-handed typing. But you guys, this is a proven process. So I call this the fast track to less guilt and more profit as a work from home mom. And my exact process is inside of a program that I've created called the Free Mama movement. And you guys, I'm so excited to share this with you because this program changes lives. I've seen it. It's so beautiful. So, what's in the program? This is everything you need to start making money from home as a high end virtual administrative consultant. And I want you to think of this as your fast track to freedom. I've told you we've covered so much already in today's training. You can learn so much on the internet about freelancing. I believe every single one of you can be successful. But if you want a proven model to make money quickly, this is it. And it's why I created it. So again, you can do this stuff on your own. You'll need to figure out your profitable idea, right? That solves a problem. You have that list earlier of services, learn how and where to find clients. And then a big part of what I teach also is how to manage your time with your kids. But again, I had to figure all this stuff out on my own. So I know that you can too. But if you don't want to go through the first year of stress, mistakes, loneliness, and desperation that I went through, this is for you. So here's what's in the program. The Free Mama Movement includes 12 easy to follow training modules, and it's delivered over 12 weeks. You do have the option to get all of the information all at once, but you have to know yourself. The guided 12-week model is probably what I recommend, but if you are an overachiever, then you can totally get access to the entire 12-week program all at once. So each module consists of 5 lessons that are no more than 12 minutes long, but each one is packed with my best strategies. And this was really intentional. I work with moms. I know that we're busy and we've got a lot of stuff on our plate, especially if you're working a full-time job. So I made it so that your daily time commitment is small, but the results you're going to get are going to be huge. Each lesson builds upon each other so that you can be successful, because I know you've got a lot on your plate. So again, this was intentionally designed for you to have as much success as possible without you feeling overwhelmed. I was already overwhelmed in my life. I didn't need anything else stressing me out. So you're going to get a daily motivator straight to your inbox that's going to keep you on track for the full 12 weeks. Because I know, and I've seen it, you guys, 12 minutes a day for 12 weeks, it's going to change your life forever. It's going to change your life forever. So here's what's in the 12 weeks. Module 1, set yourself up for success. We're going to make sure that you are on track with you know what your goals are. I'm going to help you eliminate distractions, because some of you might be like, I don't even know if I have 12 minutes a day. Don't worry, we're going to create it. And we're going to make sure that you have a solid foundation for you to get started. Module 2, there is so much information in this. We're going to discover your profitable skills. You're going to know exactly what services you want to get started with. Don't worry, you might evolve and change later, and that's great, but I want to get you making money quickly. And so I'm going to go over a huge overview of things that you can do. Module 3 is the logistics, putting on your mom entrepreneur hat. There's stuff you got to do as a small business owner. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to be a sole proprietor versus an LLC. We're going to go ahead and get you some software set up. So you're going to get a professional email. You're going to do all these different things. And I'm going to make it super easy on you, I promise. Module 4 is becoming your brand. So as a small business owner, you're going to need to learn to market yourself. It's not hard. Remember, the stuff, it's very simple, but it is going to require you to do some work. And this is the part where you have to put yourself out there so that you get clients, but it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And I'm here for you every step of the way. Module 5 is about creating more time, because again, I know you're busy. You're busy as a mom. There's stuff you want to do. Maybe you're not working full time. It doesn't matter. Our time is precious. It's our most precious thing. And it's the one thing we can't get more of. So I want to teach you to be as efficient as possible. I'm going to show you some software that can help with that, and also some things you can do in your everyday life to be getting more done in less time without feeling any sort of overwhelm, and also getting some of it off your plate as well. Module 6 is the must-have tools to run your business in your life. I have been told by some people that I have changed their entire life just with some of the software that I've taught them in this module, but it's going to help you be more successful, not just as a mom, but as a business owner. Module 7 is start making money, honey. That's where we're diving into all things clients. So where to find them, how to find them, what to say, how to turn them into a paying client, how to grow your network so that you have a sustainable business for the long term. Module 8 is all about managing your clients. So how to send them invoices, how to get paid, how to make sure they're happy, how to go ahead and track their work that you're doing with them. Module 9 is quit your job with confidence. Now, even if you're not at a 9 to 5, I promise you there's so much value in this particular training. But one story that I'll tell you, and I'll teach you exactly how I did it and give you all my tools and templates to make it super easy for you, is that I actually turned my previous employer into one of my clients. They became one of my highest paying clients for a few years, and it really gave me a lot of stability as I was growing my business, especially after I quit my job. Module 10, working from home with kids. Again, there is no other freelancing course out there that is going to talk to being a mom business owner as much as I do. And the reason why is because it's not like you're a business owner and you're a mom. It's all one and the same. It overlaps. I've had kids walk in while I'm doing Facebook Lives. Like, I want my family to know about my business. I want to have boundaries that are healthy, but it's not separate. Like, it's not like I stop being a mom when I'm working on my business. So I'll teach you a lot of tools and tricks to help you be successful there as well. Module 11 is how to stay motivated, because here's the deal. We all face challenges. I always say there's no struggle-free life. And I want to help you with any of those uncomfortable conversations you might need to have inside your business with potential clients, anything like that. And also making sure you're continuing to set new goals for yourself to make more money or to work fewer hours so that you can continue to be successful and inspired. And module 12 is mastering the mom entrepreneur lifestyle, where we will really dive into what is next for you and different ways that you can continue to grow your business in a way that is making you more money, but also making sure that you are living your absolute best life and making sure you're happy and your family is happy. So as a free mama, you are going to get lifetime access, meaning anytime I add updates, and I've added quite a few over the last few years, you're going to get access to those as well. So that's pretty exciting. Here are just some quick testimonials from some amazing free mamas inside of our community. These women are absolutely amazing. They've done great things. I feel like I have all the tools I need to achieve my goals. The guidance and training offered in this program was well worth the money I spent. The Free Mama Movement gave me the encouragement I needed to see myself as strong and independent again. I get feedback like that all the time, especially, it's one of those things we don't know that we need. We don't know that we've lost part of ourselves when we became a mom. We don't know that we've lost part of ourselves when we work in a toxic work environment. And yet so many women are finally stepping back into themselves and just loving their life as a free mama. And I want that for you. Now, you might be thinking, that's great that this worked for all of these people you've showed me, Lauren, but how do I know if this is for me? So I want to make sure you understand who this is for. This is for any mom who's just starting out, or maybe you've dipped your toes into something, blogging, network marketing, whatever it is, maybe freelancing, but you haven't found success yet. This is also for moms who are already working from home, freelancing or blogging. They're struggling to be profitable. It's also for moms who are having trouble managing their time. Trust me, this is like, I am an efficiency junkie. I'm a productivity guru. I'm like all the buzzwords about protecting my time. I'm obsessed with time. And I know for a fact it's one of the things that's made me successful. And so I want to teach you everything I know about that. This is also for stay-at-home moms who want to contribute to their family financially. I've served so many stay-at-home moms either avoiding going back to work, or who are feeling guilty that their husband is carrying the financial weight of their family. And maybe they're not able to do all the things they want to do because they're living on a budget. And so they want to have more play money, or they want to have something that's just for themselves. And so this is totally for you too. You guys, like I said, I'm obsessed with helping you find your free. I can't do this for you. I can't make you feel less stressed. I can't make your finances change directly. I can't make you feel free. I can't make you feel less guilty, but I can certainly equip you with the tools and support to do so. It is my greatest passion. I actually wrote a book all about it as well. I'm just obsessed with helping moms. So again, you guys are going to get the 12 easy to follow modules. You're going to be set up for success, discover your profitable skills. We're going to cover all the logistics of starting a business, all the branding stuff. You're going to create more time. You're going to learn all the must-have tools. You're going to learn how to make money and manage your clients, quit your job, how to work with kids successfully, how to stay motivated, and lastly, how to really master the mom entrepreneur lifestyle. And again, this is all going to be delivered to your inbox for you to digest in about 12 minutes a day. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get full access to the free Mama Movement 12-week program. Now, this course alone is almost a $5,000 value. Like, it's taught people how to make tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, to replace their income. But it's not all. I have a ton of bonuses because I am obsessed with making you successful. So bonus number one that you're also going to get is the 3 biggest freelancing mistakes and how to avoid them. And yes, I know this from personal experience. Remember, I told you I struggled my entire first year. And during that year, my family unexpectedly moved and I had to start my business over almost from scratch. I kept one client, and there was a major reason why this happened. And so while I was figuring this stuff out and I ran into these roadblocks that I didn't know how to get myself out of, I had to create the answers. I had to find them. I had to get really creative, but I don't want you to have to recreate the wheel too. So I'm going to give you a training plus all the tools and templates you need to avoid these 3 major roadblocks in your own freelancing business journey. So not only are you going to get full access to the Free Mama Movement, but you're also going to get the bonus for the 3 biggest freelancing mistakes and how to avoid them, which is a $1,597 value. So that's a total value of $6,594. But again, I told you I have a bunch of bonuses. You guys, I literally ran out of room. I can't even, like, I'm going to have to talk fast. Okay. Bonus number 2, how to create passive income as a freelancer. passive income is a little bit of a buzzword, but it's an exciting one. So here's the deal. Don't just problem solve with your skills, but teach it to others. I'm going to give you everything you need so that you can be successful, because after I had my baby, I didn't take time off. I wasn't working that many hours, but I never really stopped working like at all. And since I've created the Free Mama, there are a lot of women who have come in and had babies, and they're like, what do I do with my clients during maternity leave, and all of these different things. So I'm going to give you my passive income website for free so that you can set up your passive income stream faster and easier. You're just going to get it. And yeah, I'm just giving it to you. That's what we're doing, so that you don't have to worry when you need to take time off in your business. So you're going to get full access to the Free Mama movement. You're going to get access to the 3 biggest freelancing mistakes and how to avoid them, plus how to create passive income as a freelancer, so that you can maximize your earning potential in your business for a total value of $7,591. But again, that's not all, says Vanna White. Managing your house like the new boss you are. So this is funny because that's a picture of me and my husband being very silly. But that's when I went to the hospital the first time with Audrey. I had contractions for about like 48 hours. They were able to get them to stop. I was sent home, but I was told I could do 1 activity a day. And that activity was walking upstairs to put my 2-year-old in his crib. And they said that was even pushing it. So I pretty much lived on the couch for 2 months. But I was still able to run my business and my family. And this was over the holidays. So when I was on bed rest, I learned the true value of time. Remember, I told you I'm obsessed with time, get obsessed with time. And I learned that I couldn't do everything by myself. Not physically anyway. So I'm going to show you how I ran my house on autopilot so that you can do more of the things that you want to do while still earning more money at the exact same time. Who wants to earn money while doing the things you want to do? Hello, say yes, me. Okay. So you're going to get access to the Free Mama movement, the 3 biggest freelancing mistakes, how to create a passive income, plus managing your house like the new boss you are. And that's a value of $8,288. But of course, that's not all. We know this already. There's even more bonuses. You guys are going to get the tax tracker. This is actually made from my CPA, whom I pay a lot of money. Thank you very much. This is the tax tracker for your home office, because there's actually benefits, tax benefits, pretty good ones, and write-offs to being a small business owner. And so I want you to be successful with that. You're also going to get the Path to Freedom workbook and planner. It is gorgeous. And you're also going to get the budgeting worksheet for work and home. This is going to help prepare you whether you were trying to quit your job, maybe you're trying to save up for a vacation, maybe you just have financial goals you want to hit as a family. It's going to help you plan for all of those different things. Now, see how this slide looks different? It's because I literally had more bonuses and didn't know where to put them. So this is a video that training that I made literally by request, because here's the deal. I don't leave my Free Mamas hanging. I show up for you guys in the Facebook group every single week. We have coaching. We have all kinds of stuff going on. And when you guys say you need help with something, I'm going to create help for that. So the Prospect to Paid video training is going to walk you through exactly what you need to say, ask, and do to sign your first or next client. I'm obsessed with this video training. It follows 6 steps to go from a lead to a paying contracted client. And I love this video training, and I've included it in this course as well by request. Social Media Mastery for Freelancers. This is a brand new training that I'm creating. Discover exactly what to post online to get clients to come to you. Yes, you don't have to find them. They come to you. Who wants this? Yes, I want this. So amazing. So these 2 trainings are brand new that I haven't even added the right slides. That's how amazing they are. So that is another $6,991 just in bonuses alone. And this doesn't even have a value, you guys, because it's priceless. I know that's like super cliche, but it really is. You're also going to get, as a student of the Free Mama movement, you're going to get access to our Matchmaker program. So the Matchmaker program has 2 things. First of all, we've created a free directory that any entrepreneur or business owner can access to assist you with getting even more leads in your business. And we also have a formal matchmaker process where they actually come to us and we match them with graduates of our program based on the services you provide in your business. You guys, this is an exclusive opportunity for Free Mamas, and we have people who are crushing it in their business purely for being a part of this directory alone. It is an amazing opportunity for you. I love to network, and I'm very connected with a lot of business owners, and they constantly come to me when they're growing their business and looking for freelancers to outsource to. So I pass all of those leads on to my students. It's priceless. Okay. This is what it looks like inside. This is what the little landing page looks like. So yeah, anyway, here again is a recap of everything you guys are going to get the Free Mama movement. biggest freelancing mistakes, how to create passive income as a freelancer, managing your house like a boss, tax tracker, freedom workbook, budgeting worksheet. We didn't even talk about the directory. We didn't talk about the social media training. We didn't talk about the prospect to paid training. You guys, it's just literally too much to list. But the total value of everything is $15,000, $279. I think I said dollars twice. There you go. But here's the deal. I'm not going to charge that to you because we're friends and I hope to meet you someday soon at a meetup. And I want you to be free. I genuinely do. Oh, here's the other matchmaker page. There we go. Okay. Here's some free mamas just like you could be. Stephanie Judas, Lisa Pearson. You guys, I've gotten to meet both of these women in real life. I've met Stephanie at the Texas Houston Free Mama Meetup, and she came to our 3-day retreat. I met Lisa in Salt Lake City. You guys, these are just testimonials from a few of the amazing women. Erin is unbelievable. Erin has actually joined my Free Mama team. She does a lot of the design and website stuff for the Free Mamas. We are so grateful to have her. Brittany is also a funnel designer. She is unreal. You guys, I haven't gotten to meet Brittany in real life, but I can't wait. You guys, I'm obsessed with your stories. We have Leanna, whose face I'm probably covering with my face right now, but she's gorgeous. We have Caitlin Mann, who is a beautiful mother and a foster mother and built her business at the same time. You guys, I get to know you guys. We have Angela Wood. Angela and her family actually just relocated. She is in a military family. She has several small children and was able to start her freelancing business while being a stay-at-home mom. We have Erin, who is completely transformed as a person since going through the Free Mama journey. She is more of an introvert and she has really started to step out and be more confident. And I'm just so incredibly proud of her. So what else do you guys get? Because I just want to lay it on thick here. You guys get access to my private Facebook group. You guys can ask me any question, anytime. You can tag me. I will answer. I do free live trainings every single Thursday for now on the topics that you, I say for now, not that I do free trainings, but that they're on Thursdays for now, on the topics that you guys choose. Here's our Facebook group. You guys can search the Free Mama Movement. Join us. We have tens of thousands of women already doing this. It is a proven model. And look at the love and support. We got people sharing their Free Mama wins. You can go search hashtag Free Mama Win if you want to see all of the success people are having inside of our program. So let me ask you one more question. What would the Free Mama life mean to you? What would it mean to you and your family? If all this did was give you more time with your family, would it be worth it? If all this did was help you feel less guilty and less stressed as a mom, would it be worth it? And if all this did was help you quit your job, which is where I was, would it be worth it? If you had a successful work from home freelancing business that was making you money, what would that be worth to you? Here's the deal. I've worked with thousands of women. Personally, I've coached hundreds of you. I've gotten to meet you. I've gotten to meet you in real life. I've gotten to hear your stories. And I know that people are just riddled with student loan debt. People are paying tens of thousands of dollars to get a degree that isn't even guaranteeing them a job. This is a proven model, and I can't guarantee you anything because I can't guarantee you're going to do the work. I've told you from the beginning of this presentation that you have to do the work. But what I can guarantee is that if you follow what I teach you and you implement it, you will find success. And I'm not going to charge you tens of thousands of dollars like a college degree. All right? What would it be worth to you? Now, the total value is $15,000, $279. I said dollars twice again. Now you know I'm a real human who makes plenty of mistakes. I'm not going to charge you that. This course is going for $1,997. This is the price of this course, okay? You'll see it. You'll see it here in a second. But because you've watched this training with me, I'm not going to charge you that either. You guys can get started now for $1,497. It's not, you guys, this is an insane deal. I promise you. It changes lives. And I had two choices a few years ago. I could keep on living my own Free Mama life. I could go about my business without sharing the things that it's done for my family because it's completely changed my life. Or I could create this course, which is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life, so that I can help other people do the same. Help moms like you find your free. And I'm so glad that I chose the second one because there's not a day that goes by that I'm not impacted by getting to help and serve you guys. I am obsessed. And like I said earlier, I want you to get obsessed with time. And this course helps you save time. It helps you save time, you guys. And if I'm being honest, whether or not you buy this course, at this point in my life, it does not change my life. Whether or not you buy this, it doesn't change my life. And I don't mean to be insensitive, but it could change yours. It could change your life. So the real question is this: is it worth hoping, wandering, guessing, waiting, trying network marketing? Please don't. Surveys? Please don't. Like, please don't waste your precious time anymore when you could more than double your investment in the first 2 months with just one client following this system. I mean, and I say in the first 2 months, but here's the deal. I can think of multiple people who earn back their investment in a matter of weeks. You guys, I'm telling you. I'm going to throw this out there too. Okay. All the free mamas, every single person who goes through my course, you get one free coaching call with me, one-on-one, just you and me. We get to sit down. We get to dive through whatever has you hung up, whatever you need help with. I'm going to give you a free call with me. I want to get to know you. It's why I know so many of your stories. I know where you're from. I know all about you. I know what services you do. It means I can help you more in the directory, in the matchmaker program. So every single person who enrolls at this special rate of $14.97 is going to get to have a free coaching call with me. So again, you can get started now for $14.97. But here's the deal. You're going to go to the order page. If you go to beafreemama.com, if you're ready, if you want in on this life, if you want to join the hundreds of women who get to work with me, if you want to join the thousands of women who are part of our community and making strides to actually change their life and their business, and most of them already have. It's insane. I love hearing your stories. You're going to find $19.97 on that order page. So you need to type in, listen, it's not on the screen, listen, you need to type in be a free mama, all uppercase, to get today's special rate of $14.97. Be a free mama, all caps, $14.97. You can get started now. I already know someone's going to ask me, so here's the answer. If you're ready to dive in, but you need to break it down a little bit more into 3 payments, we can do that for you. It's 3 payments of $547. Again, you're going to have to use Be a Free Mama to discount that. It's 3 payments of $547 to get the discount. And anytime you guys are ready, beafreemama.com. Please let me help you change your life. I'm so passionate about helping you guys. I can't even stand it. If you guys have any questions, here's what I need you to do. I need you to send us an email, hello@thefreemama. Either myself or the amazing Jordan that you actually saw earlier will get back to you guys. We can answer any of your questions. Join our Facebook group. Again, it's the Free Mama Movement on Facebook. Search hashtag I am a free mama. Go read other people's stories. If you go to my Instagram, if you go to my YouTube channel, you will see tons of stories from other people who are crushing it. Again, I can't say this is a proven system if it only worked for me. It's proven because it's worked for hundreds of people. Hundreds of people at this point have left their job. Hundreds of people are spending more time with their family. Hundreds of people are feeling more confident. Hundreds of people are living a different life. They're living their best life, and I freaking want that for you. So if you are ready to dive in, please, please join me. Go to beafreemama.com. Use the coupon code BeAFreeMama, all in caps, one word, and you guys can get started for the special webinar pricing today of $14.97. I can't freaking wait to support you. I'm so excited you're here. Let us know what questions you have, and I hope to be able to send you this Free Mama Graduate t-shirt soon. Thanks, guys.